What's going on, guys? We're back once again, and we're finally going to be reviewing Legends of Tomorrow of the current season. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now, guys. Legends of Tomorrow, it really left you hanging with a huge finale. Season 5 was a up and down roller coaster for me. We had a lot of things happen during this season, but that last episode really got me of Charlie standing up to her sisters of the Fates, because this season was pretty much we're going up against the Fates, and we lost a lot of characters this season. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about that. We lost, which made no sense, because we lost Ray and Nora, which we know ahead of time we were going to be losing them before even the mid-season, and they exited the show with all the encores from Hell trying to come and take on the Legends. So we lost them after Ray and Nora got married, and then we also got to see past Zari, or alternate Zari, finally return in the alternate world that they had. But unfortunately, she was not able to stay as everyone thought she was going to be able to, which was a real bummer, because we had a lot of I was really wanting two different Zaris. Like, we got to see the Zari that's kind of, in all honesty, stuck up and also a little selfish, but also trying to find herself. And I gotta give a lot of credit to Taliashi. She does an amazing job at portraying both personalities of Zari. And again, I love Zari. She's one of my favorite female characters on the show. Sarah, of course, is going to be my favorite female character on the show. But I love this season. This season was actually pretty cool. Of course, got to give it to my boy John Constantine for being in this season. Very charismatic, very comic relief in there. And then also got to see a lot of different crazy moves. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of rumors, okay, he's going to be coming back. And then also we got to see Rory having a daughter as well that he hooked up with his high school ex, had a child with her, and then he tried to get rid of the child, and then he tries to become a father. And we get to see how he really does try to become a dad, and his daughter does not really care for him, but then she slowly warms up to her dad and starts seeing for who her dad really is, and he is a hero at heart. So that was cool to see as well. Sarah took a little bit of a turn this season as well. She, of course, was her normal, but then going up against one of the Fates and then losing her eyesight and having the ability to see the future was a real twist, because I don't think nobody really saw that. I think one of the coolest episodes we got to see was with the Hellhound. I thought that was pretty cool. Seeing her, she's like saying, I can't see. And John's like, what about all your senses? She's like, oh yeah, and they just kick in. I thought that was pretty cool. Seeing a lot of different possibilities of what was going to happen this season. Also, Astra, I did not think, honestly, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really care for Astra that much until like the very end of it, because Legends has a particular way of turning villains into good. That happened with Charlie, of course, that happened with Nick, that happened with Zari, even that happened with Vixen, no, not really Vixen, but Nora, and then of course, hell, even Damien Dark took a turn, which really shocked me, because we get to see in one of the episodes where Damien comes back for his daughter from Hell, and he basically was told to do all this, but he didn't do it because he wanted to see his daughter, and then he finally got to see how happy she was, and he was only going to be there for a certain amount of time, so he basically killed himself at the very end after the wedding, and he basically told Ray, I know you want to make her happy, but you can't do that being a legend and supporting her at the same time. And so that's what made him leave. And I gotta feel bad for my boy Nate. I feel really bad for him, because he lost one of his best friends, and then he also loses his girl, and having old Zari, or I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should say old Zari or new Zari, but the first Zari, I'm just going to say that. The first Zari has a huge reuniting with the Legends after them having been on a TV sitcoms, after Charlie puts them in there trying to save them from her sisters. But at the same time, her spirit comes out of the totem and then goes into her body, and she's able to know what's going on, but then able to write the Legends in and have them be able to remember who she is. And at the same time, she is kind of pulls apart from old Zari to new Zari after Charlie pulls it apart, and able to bring both Zaris into the world. But old Zari, she wasn't able to stay in the world, because if she did, there was an alternate timeline where her brother died. So she gave up her freedom, her happiness, to go back into the totem to save her brother. And I understood that. I did. It was just very, it was crazy. So we don't know if, like, let's say other Zari is gonna maybe try to do something to try to bring her alternate back. We don't know if she's going to more learn how to use the totem, or try to go into the totem to learn more from her other version of herself to become more powerful, just in case if B-Rad's not there, which is going to be very interesting, because again, he has the power of the totem, but also Zari needs to learn how to use the power of the totem as well, since this version does not really know what to do with the totem. So I'm really wanting to see what is going to happen next season, because at the very end of the season, it really took me for a turn. They're about ready to leave. Charlie says she's going to stay in the 1970s. She wants to make roots. So unfortunately, we do lose Macy Richards as Charlie, which I love Charlie. I'm going to say this now. Charlie, I loved her as Charlie, and the reason why I say this is because she had that smart-ass / rogue, peckish rogue type of just badass attitude, and then she also learns how to be calm, collective, a leader, so to speak, and also a family that she never really knew or actually thought she wanted, but she got anyway with the Legends, and she is leaving as well. So we lost really 3 characters. We lost Charlie, we lost alternate Zari, we lost Nora and Ray as well. So 4 altogether if you count Nora. But that last scene of Sarah getting abducted by an unknown force, we don't know if it's an unknown alien force or another threat, or a threat they've come across. Don't know. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. I'm very shocked to see what they're going to come up with. I know Legends of Tommorrow is one of those you can't really take too seriously, because you never know what's going to happen. It's one of those, this could happen in one episode, and then the very next episode they could just change it after what happened in that last episode. So all in all, the season was great. There was times where it was kind of stupid. There was times when it was kind of lame. Kind of how it started out with the very first episode. The TV episode was kind of lame too, but it was funny. There was a few scenes where it was kind of boring. But other than that, it kept upbeat, kept funny. It was comic relief. It was still fun to watch. But I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about Legends of Tomorrow Season 5 in the comments down below. Did you guys enjoy the season? Did you guys not enjoy the season? What did you enjoy most about it? What did you least enjoy about it? I'd like to know your comments in the comments down below. Let's have a great conversation about this series and the season in the comments. And I'll be seeing you guys on the very next video.